Warning, this is a pest control video and contains footage of animals being shot. If this is likely to offend, then please don't watch. Please see the description below for more information on this video. There's also some links you may find useful. Welcome back. I got a message from the dairy farm owner to say that he'd seen a few rats running around. He said he'd seen 7 in the day that he was out on the farm. So I decided to get myself down to OnTarget range at Northampton, check the zero on the rifle, make sure everything's set up the way I would like it, and get out there on the farm and see what I could do. As soon as I walk into the grain store, you'll see the ferals and hear the ferals flapping about. That one made a mistake of landing on a steel girder, so I had a nice solid backstop to knock him down. Quite a lot of activity in here tonight, quite a few birds flying around. A couple right up in the rafters. Give the girder a quick ping to reset the zero on the rifle, and I'm going to go for that one on the left. Nice body shot there. He tumbles down and crashes right into the bucket on the tractor. I turn around and spot this one dumping his load in all the seed. So lower aim, trying to get the pellet up into the vitals. I'm happy that's where it's landed. Looks like it's bleeding out slowly. Took a little bit longer to switch off and fall down than I wanted. So just to be sure that it's not suffering, steady against the machinery and take another shot. That one landed in a heap on the ground. Happy with that. Outside, I've got the silage clamps. These rats are mooching around there, making a nuisance of themselves. That's all tarpaulin at the back, and they've chewed holes in the tarp, and they're getting behind it and running between the clamps in the wall. So every now and then they stick their head out and have a little sniff around to see what's going on outside. So I'll give him some lead to sniff, see how he likes that. Guessing he didn't. I damn well did. Happy with that shot. Made a good solid smacking noise when it landed on him. I'm only I think about 12 yards or so away from him there, and there he is there kicking himself out from the top. Nice. There's quite a bit of activity in this area. I spotted it on the thermal. Just standing there watching it, you can see these little heat spots moving around. So the biggest and bravest ones come out first. He took a headshot, rolled down the hill into the dirty water. There's another one there wanting to come out, but he's not quite got the courage to come out yet. So I'm standing quietly because I want to encourage him to come out. He might not be feeling well. There he is. If he wasn't, he's now got a severe leg ache. That shot absolutely poleaxed him and rolled him over there. A little further down the yard, spot this one here. I can't quite get a clean headshot on him because that metal bar. So I'll go for an upper body shot. The farmer wants rid of these rats. Upper body shot with those GSBs will kill him very quickly. Just to the right of him, got one poking his head out from under the tyres. And take the shot, but I think the shot lands a little bit too low, and I think I hit him in the neck or the shoulders. So he just keeps turning around like a car that's got his wheels stuck to the right. I'm waiting for him to settle down so I can get a headshot on him. I'm just watching him, and it reminds me of a clip from Family Guy where Peter Griffin falls over and hurts his knee. Every time I go to take a shot, he moves, so I can't get a kill shot on him there. You see he's in pain, so I just go for an upper body shot. and there he goes behind the tyre, and he expires very quickly there. Back in the grain store, got another pigeon sitting up on the girder, perfect position for a neck shot, and that just drops like a stone. At the bottom end of the farm here, now down here we've got some cattle grazing. Just behind this bucket and that block of hay there, or haylage, we've got the cattle grazing, and just the other side of that fence there, where that rat is, there's a bit of scrubland, and I think there's a nest on the other side of there, and they're using that as a jumping point to come onto the farmyard, run around this bucket, help himself to what the cattle are eating, and back again. This one goes for a run around the farm. I try to ping him while he's on the move, so at least I know how far away he is, and then I can get a good shot on him. I'll say a good shot. I think that landed underneath him, and off he goes. He goes and hides in that little bit of scrubland there. Just being patient. Just standing there quietly, just waiting to get a shot. The chance will come. I don't think he's going to come back out, but I want just enough of a gap so I can slot a pellet in there. And there it is. Knocked him clean over. Shot. Right, that's me finished on the farm for the evening. It's -2 outside and it's just knocking on 10 PM. So it's getting very cold out there. First frost bin, and you can tell how cold it is, and the rats are not liking it. They come in off the fields and stealing food from the grain store, and they run across the farmyard and taking the grain and the seed that's dropping out the silage that the cattle are eating as well. So all going well, I'll get back there soon and see if I can get some more rats accounted for in and around that farm. The Sunday came round and I was going to message the estate manager for the farm and the grain store that I shoot at to see if I could get over there, but he beat me to it and messaged me and said he had a couple of rats in his garden and would I go over and have a look. So I did. Got over there, spotted this one in the bushes at the back of his house, helping himself to some berries from the plants and the trees. I shot that one in the face. Give him a splitting headache. I'm going to go back over there. I've asked him to leave some bait out away from the trees and the bushes, so hopefully it'll draw the rats out, and it would be nice if I could get a few of them for him. Got all my stuff packed up that night, got in the car, started the engine, checked my phone, and I had a message from the farm manager of one of my other permissions to say he'd gone outside and a couple of rats had run out in front of him. Unfortunately I was too late to go across that evening because it was getting on sort of 10, half 10, and he's got to get to bed to get up for 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning, so I said to him that I'd call across a few days later as soon as the weather's clear and see what I can do. This is the area that's a bit of a hot spot for him. Right in the corner is by the fence post and pot. The rats seem to come in from the other side of the fence and climb across into the flower bed, and the bottom of the fence here, this too is another little bit of a hot spot. First customer of the evening, smack him straight in the head, knock him down on the other side of that post. He didn't stand a chance. I think I was only something like 8 yards away from him at that point. Shortly after, a second rat pokes his head out underneath the fence, so I'm just lasing the bottom of the fence there to find out how far away he is, get the crosshairs reset. And I think again I'm something like 7 to 10 yards away from him. He's thinking about coming through, so I'm just waiting until he steadies, waiting until he settles down so I can get a nice clean shot on him. I want to try and recover these. There we go. Knocked him over with a headshot. Kicks himself under the bushes, and it's kind of, I think it's a hawthorn or something, that bush on the other side of there, so it was a right pig to get back out. I had to use a rake to reach over and drag him forward, then I could get my grabbers over and lift him out. Stabbed myself on the head a few times on the thistles. And we've got another one just here, and he's a goner. There was a third shot, but unfortunately the ATN scope locked up and it corrupted the video file. But all in all, that night I got 3 rats, and the farm manager was very, very happy with that. I'm going to get back as soon as I can and see if I can get some more from this area, see if I can clean up as many as I can for him.